Hello everyone, xHedra here bringing you episode 79 of Forever Stranded, a mud pack by Gaming with Sheridan. So in the last episode, we finally completed the gold quest and submitted it fully. We also submitted the Lapis quest, well, I can't see the rendering right now, but so submitted the Lapis quest and I'm at 0, but it's not finished because I finally figured out that it wasn't 10,000 block, but 100,000 block. So that wasn't really fun. What we ended up doing is setting up 6 heavy auto sieve and all of the drawers for it. Which brings me from on a comment from Krater Aid. If I'm out of lapis, I should probably not put the void filter upgrade on the lapis because I want to keep my lapis. So let's take that out. So we're going to be looking toward the end of the episode to see how many these generated. But by the end of the other episode, we have 2 stacks of diamond and 11 stack of lapis, so not sure that's going to be our real final solution. Let's take a quick look on the sand quest. It shouldn't have changed that much. In the last episode it was around 600,000 and it's still at 630. Which brings me to my solution. I'm really now sure that the only way to complete diamond and lapis is really with void ore miners. We already have 3 of them over here. 1 back there. No, 4, sorry. 2 back there, 2 here. And I feel that I need to add 4 more. But that's the beauty of our crafting mechanism. We're going to be able to produce a lot more. But before we do that, let me turn my magnet off and make sure that my magnet is off because I'm going to be crafting stuff and I don't want to risk grabbing. Perfect, it's off. Grabbing the pure seeds. I'm going to make 3 of those 64k storage, and the reason I'm making 3 of these is that I want to be able to make multiple crafting big recipe, and my only 64k crafter is in this one. So by making all of them 64k, well, not all of them, but 3 more 64k crafter, it means I'm going to be able to do much bigger craft right now. So that's what I want to do. And the other thing I'm going to do is I'm going to put my 64k crafters back here because if I remember correctly, the jobs go by priority in the closest one. Like you see, it always starts in this one. So if I put the bigger down there, there's less chance that smaller jobs will get stuck on that. And see what I mean? That's why I had to stop my my magnet because these are getting in the water back there and I don't want to take a chance that I grab all of them. You can see them in the back. They're just dropping in the water one after another. So while this is crafting, we're at time +6. So we're going to go and start looting a little bit. Let me first get rid of this and that we don't need, and that's what we're going to be alternating between. We're going to be alternating between crafting job and between looting. And before we leave, I want some clear glass. I know I'm going to need a ton of clear glass, so I'm just going to start 300 because that's another crafting that doesn't impact that one, and they're both going to be working each on their side. So let's go do a bit of looting in the starter city. I'm really interested about what we're going to find in the starter city because this is one of those things. Since I was playing on hardcore, I was very afraid of looting the starter city. And I never ended up really looting it in the beginning. But I'm thinking that Sheridan, when he created the pack, ended up making sure that the starter city contained some good loot to help you have a quick start. Well, that's what I'm hoping he did, but that's what I want to confirm. In my mind, by doing this whole looting, and at the end we're going to look at what was included in the city, I want to be able to have a conversation in the comment with you guys about what could have been used to do what to have a faster, earlier start. I'm thinking if you look at all of the chests that we get in there, there has to be some like really good stuff to make better tinker weapon or to make better just better machines, or maybe it's only better tinker machine, or maybe it's better setup overall, but there has to be some good stuff, and that's what I want to confirm with you guys. And we're going to take a look at everything that we found, and based on what we found, if we could establish a list of oh, this would be the best tinker tool that you can make with all of this magma slime that you got, and or this firewood and stuff like that. The other thing is I want to be able to talk about what the setup we could create, because some of these things also contain furnace controllers, I think. So we're going to be able to see what we could have done as a startup better. And maybe I would, okay, sorry, let me take a step back and explain to you what the end goal of this is. I'm getting to the point where this series is toward the end. And what I want to do is I'd like to conclude this series with one episode, a special episode where it's either basically like 2 episode, which is a restart of the series, saying with everything that I know and all of the looting and all of the information that I found, this is the best way to start this mod pack. And I should turn my magnet back on if I'm going to be here so I can grab everything. So that's what I want to be able to do. I'd like to do like maybe it's going to be only 1 episode, maybe it's going to be 2, but I'd like to be able to say this is the best rush start for a quick setup to get all of the necessary things that you need to get a good start or an early start. The other things I'd like to talk about is I'd like to talk about your start and like look at this: cobalt, night slime ingot, slime balls, firewood. Like all of these, there must be some good tools. Like I can't believe that they would have just been put there by chance, and you know they're not really useful, but you guys do what you want with it. I have to believe that there is a plan that either Sheridan has tools in mind that he likes and would have and was giving us the option to craft, or that at least they are good material to get some early special start. Like he didn't include any diamonds. We haven't seen a single diamond yet, nor a single, well, the sticking now he says annoying. But see, there's nothing that really can kill me other than being mob rushed or maybe an explosion. It's just such an annoying sound. I should probably bring a bucket of milk with me next time. Is it going to end because I'm getting annoyed now? Wow, that was the longest poison ever. Anyway, so like I was saying, there has to be like a certain master plan. The other thing that I'd like to discuss with you guys is what did you start for sifting material? How long like did each of you spend sifting? And what I would like to do is I'm looking into a site, I think it's called QT, because it might not be the best place in the comment, but I want to compile a list of beginnings. Like how long did you guys sift before making an auto sieve? Was that the first thing that you rush? What was the first thing that you rush? Was it food diversity? Was it was it food diversity? Was it sifting material? And when you started sifting, did you start sifting gravel directly, or did you start with dust because you needed the because you needed, I'm losing my word, because you needed to get some redstone, like these kind of things, so that hopefully that episode would be an episode that people can point to and refer to, or when someone's new on the pack, a newer person coming onto this pack could use that to say, ooh, okay, so a lot of people played this series true, and that's the best compilation of startup for that particular mod pack. That's something that I'm really interested in, and I'd really like to do. I think it would just be an awesome conclusion to this series. And then we could get started in the other series. I had said that I wanted to start maybe the other series at the same time, but considering the time that this is taking me, and the fact that there's like extra work because we're getting close to vacation at work and a lot of people are about to leave, I want to really complete the series as fast as possible, so that for you who have been following it since the beginning and want to see the conclusion, that you get the conclusion as fast as possible. Like to me, it's a question of respect toward my viewer. And then I will start the next series. What I'm thinking is that I might start the next series once the moment that I finish the last quest, but before I do the 1 or 2 special starting episodes. Also, the other thing I was curious to ask you guys about is that Minecraft is my love, like for gaming. It's really the thing I like the most. But I always play another game on the side to be able to like just relax and have a different experience. And that current game is Oxygen Not Included. I don't know if you guys have seen it. It's still an alpha, but it's a very playable alpha and it's really amazing. So I'd like to know if any of you would like maybe I'd post 1 or 2 episodes about that and give you some tip and tricks on how best to start it, because I think I've played 30 or 40 hours to date and I had a very hard time. And the biggest problem to me right now with that game is that your starting map is very important. Like it will decide if the whole thing is completable or not. Because unfortunately it cannot be completed if you run out of water or if you don't have like a respectable power source. And I think my biggest problem to date with that game is the lack of algae. At some point, you run out of algae, and algae is used in air purification and a lot of stuff. And maybe it's just me not finding exactly how to use technology to solve those problems. But like I said, it's a game that I like a lot, and I would like to share with you guys if you are interested. So now that we're back home for the night, we're going to do a little bit of crafting. Um, yeah, perfect. Those crafts are completed. So now I'm going to create my crafting unit. Oh, I keep forgetting that if I don't double click, the R takes over. So crafting unit. I'm going to make 3 of these. So I want 3. I'm going to need 6 calculation processor and 3 logic processor. So processor. 6 of these. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Next, start. And these 1, 2, 3. Next, start. Perfect. So while this is happening, let's make some ME quartz. ME quartz. Oh. ME cable? Glass cable. Yeah, like this. Let's just make 20 of these. And start. Perfect. And if I'm looking at my craft, what am I waiting on? Ah, darn. I put back my magnet and I need some pure Certus seed. So as you can see in my end right now, the pure Certus seed went directly in my end instead of going in here. So I'm going to drop them back in here so that this can complete. And now that's going to give me a bit of a problem. While we're waiting for that, let's get into a tip and tricks from Wendy Churchill. She posted a link that I will include back in this episode's description, where a guy on, I think it's on Reddit, he did some more serious studies. Like I tried with 12 speed modifier, 12 accuracy modifier, half and half, and I tried with quarter, quarter, quarter. And at the end of my check, it was always better having the 12 speed modifier. But there's a funny one, I never thought of trying it. It seems that the best possible setup is with 1 accuracy modifier and 11 speed upgrade. So I'm going to create 4 more, and I already have 4. So I'm going to craft for 8 accuracy modifier right now. So let's look at the recipe for accuracy modifier. Accuracy. That's the one right here. And it's crafted like so. I'm going to need at least 8 modifier core. So let's create my 8 modifier core. 6. Come on. I'm out of stone of all of the thing. So there's one thing I forgot to do. With my crafting, I'm going to need some mica. So let's go in this chest here and grab some mica. And there's usually also stone in here. So let's just sort it and find the... I'll take the alabaster. And I don't care about the marble. I want the mica. I want the ardent stone because I'm going to need some of that. Let's take the gravel since we're here. And stone, so that's perfect. I'll take the cobble also. It's not that it's super necessary. I need the sand for the sand quest. Let's grab that also. Basalt, always good because it's a crafting material that we can use. So let's just grab all this. Oh wow, the lag is getting bad. I'm thinking that the Auto Heavy Sieve that I set in are a form of lag. So let me just put that all in the system and we can continue with the craft. And those were accuracy modifier, and I said I needed 8. So I need 8 modifier core. Throw that in there and throw that in there, and modifier, I have 7, so that's 8. Perfect. And now the accuracy modifier are these one. Let's make 8 of these. 6, 7, 8. Perfect. And now we're going to go break the machine temporarily just to put them in, and that means we should be getting more gold. More diamond, not gold. So let's just take this one out and put this, and then right here, this one out, and right here. The other thing that the article included that I thought was interesting, although I don't know how the guy was able to count that, is the cost in energy. So this one and that one, and the cost in energy for a tier 4 according to the Reddit with 11 speed modifier and 1 accuracy modifier is something like 39,000. So when this cable, if you look at this cable, it extracts 20,000 RF per tick, which means that it's not putting in enough power. Oh, and this one's empty on power, so this one's not even working right now. And that one is also keeping itself empty on power. And I find it funny because it does say here 340,000 RF, so it seems to be going up. But when you look at it, it is oh no, okay, now it goes back down. So every time an operation is achieved, it grabs all of the power and goes back down to 0. So we're going to have to resolve the power situation. And see, I'm getting some more diamond, but now I'm getting way too much redstone. And I'm probably at a point where I'm going to put the redstone in a drawer and try and maybe even void it. So we're going to do some better setup. Oh, this is completed, so I can do my accuracy modifier now. Not my accuracy modifier, my crafting unit. Not like this. I forgot again to double click for the R. So my crafting unit, these. I'm going to craft 3 of these. 1, 2, 3. And then I'm going to make the 64K crafting like this. And I'm going to make these 3 immediately. Perfect. And then I'm going to go break the monitors back there, and I'm going to put these in. Like I said, I'm going to use the last 3 one. That was only a 4K, another 4K, and another 4K. So we're going to replace 3 4K with 64K, which should make our crafting recipe better, because now we're going to be able to make a lot more big crafting recipe. Oh. Shift, because when you click on it, it tries to show you the recipe that's on it. Perfect. So now the reason I wanted to do that is I told you guys I wanted to do 4 void ore miner. So for 4 void ore miner, I need some tier 4 structures. I need 224 of these. So that's a big craft. Let's start the 224, and that's going to go in one of our big crafting at the end. Then we need 4 of these, and although it's only 4, like it doesn't seem a lot, look at the material. It is a big crafting recipe. So we're going to start that one also, and then finally we need, what's the next one that we need? We need some machine base, and we also need 224 machine base. 1, 2, 3, 4. And like I said, oh, we're out of cobblestone. I'm going to take a cheap road and just going to come here, and I'm going to fill my inventory, and I'm just going to go and throw it in my ME system. I don't know if that's enough, so let's just do this. And I don't know what's the click that sometime it grabs all of the same material, and sometime it only, like right now I have to click each of them separately. But I know that sometimes, is it that I double click fast enough, or is it that I hit shift or control at the same time? It just shows them in my ME system faster. So see, I'm trying with shift, it's not working. Alt just grabs them. What if I take one and use it to, no. So I don't know what's making it happen. Sometimes I do it by mistake. Maybe it just doesn't work with the wireless crafting terminal. Okay, so let's go back here. Let's look at base. And we need 224 of the, 224 of these. Perfect. And finally, some speed. These one, now we needed 12 before, but I'm going to put, no, I didn't need 12. I needed 48, but now of the 48, I'm going to keep 4 as accuracy modifier, so I need 44. Oh, 44 like this. And start, because this is a smaller craft. And that's what I love. Oh, this is already down to 50 something, but that was 224, that's 44. And if I go back here, that's still at 224, and that's at 4. And the reason that's still at 224 is that it probably needs to use the same, like the same smelter as the other one. But at least it started. I wanted to check this. This is full of nether star, and this is full of nether star. Perfect. And if I'm looking at the time, we're back to day. So we're going to pause the crafting and go back into some raiding. So let's continue, not raiding, looting. Let's continue looting this city fully. And then we can get back to talking about the episode and what I want to do. Oh, I'm going to need the drop of evil. Perfect. Like I said, I'm really interested about that idea where I'm doing a best art, or how I would recommend looting the city very quickly in the beginning, and why. Like, what do we need from the city? What's necessary to make the best tinker tool or stuff like that. How to get your drop of evil as fast as possible, because let's be fair, drop of evil, if you want to go loot the city, the drop of evil is absolutely like the first thing you have to get. It's so crazy powerful how easy it's making all of the looting that there really isn't any discussion. You need to get your drop of evil quickly so that you can go start looting the city. And I'm breaking all of these bookshelves, but the first time we came and visit didn't really matter. If I was going to re-loot the city when I was weaker, I would probably try and make the boomerang as fast as possible, and I would probably, like, not probably, I would absolutely get my drop of evil. Yes, I opened those, so next one's this one. I would get my drop of evil as fast as possible, and I would make the cheapest, fastest jetpack that I can make, and I would just do like I'm doing here. I just break through every level as fast as possible, and break all of the spawners that I could. I'm going to turn on back my magnet now, because I'm looting, and it's better when I'm looting. So I would just do that so that I clear the building as fast as possible and that there's no one around. And once there's no one, like there's no more spawner, then I would take a bit more time to loot. Like, stopping and looting and opening chests is probably the worst mistake, because you get to have more and more monsters spawn. Like, that's why I'm going from top to bottom very quickly, so that there's no time for the third, second, fifth level, like all of the other level to produce mobs. I want to just get in and get out as fast as possible. And I just have to be careful. Like here, I'm falling immediately, but that's how I would do it more the next time. I would make sure not to fall in, because if there's a creeper... Whoa, that creeper blew up. I don't know why. Probably hit by an arrow. Where's my boomerang? Oh my god, that skeleton is like the fastest moving skeleton I've ever seen. And now I wasted a lot of time. So see, I go on the next level and there's already a mob right there because of that. And now if I go to the mob level under, I'm expecting, see, some spider, because I took too long breaking in. With my, oh wow, that was a compressed spider. But with my boomerang, I'm kind of safe. I'm just not sure how early in the process I could make the boomerang, because it's still an expensive recipe, the boomerang. Am I at street level? No, so there's even chance that there will be more mobs down here. Oh, quickly. No, perfect. So I was able to break everything in time. Ooh, that seems to be some good loot. And, oh, a slime sling. Although I would not come to the city without a slime sling, so that's probably not something that's useful to find here. Although maybe we could walk to here, and if we find it, we would use it to come back. But don't forget, in the beginning we have a heat problem, and I would for sure try and come here in the winter, not in the summer, because coming here in the summer would probably be murder. Oh, I have too much stuff surrounding me. Let's put this in the ME. These I'm gonna keep on me because I want to put them back. ME system, ME, mob drop, ME, perfect. So the rest is going to go in the special pouch, the special chest, so that we can see what we got. All of this, and these I'm just going to eat them. 557 level. Okay, so if you guys didn't notice, it's because of some of the rewards. Some of the reward gives you liquid XP, like 400 liter or something like that. So that's why I have a high number of level. And again, that's something that I'm wondering. I don't understand the rewards. To me, the rewards for the collector should be something that helps you do the next collector quest. But if I'm looking at all of the collector quests, having more XP is not really something that would help me complete any of the other collector quests, unless I miss something. And that might just be my way of thinking and how I would do it. But for me, I would always make it so that the quests kind of help you achieve the next goal. Or if they don't help you achieve the next goal, at least gives you some guideline of, oh, look into experience, because if you want to make more diamond, there might be a recipe where using experience will produce more diamond, like something in that sense or order. 3-1 here. Oh wow, so this should be a very good looting spot, and I'm so surprised that there are 3 of them. Oh, 4 even. That what I'm going to do is I'm going to open a demonic large plate. That's it. So maybe that's amazing loot. I just don't know what a demonic large plate does. This is broken. So now I'm going to break these with my pickaxe, which takes forever and gives me book. But I'm just going to do that quickly so that I can say that this one is finished and we'll go back to the base. It's time +4, so I think we're getting toward night anyway. So let me get rid of this, books, demonic large plate, this, and I keep the chest. The reason I keep the chest is that at the end, I like being able to look at it with you guys and say, there was 48 chests to loot in that city. Although some of them are empty, so it's not an exact accurate count of how many chests contain something. It's just an interesting thing to say that, for me anyway, it's interesting to know how many chests there were in the process. And almost all of my, no, not almost all of my crafting recipe are over. Almost none of them are over. And why is that? Because of the clear glass. We still need to make a ton of, how many? Oh no, that's the amount stored. Okay, we're still crafting enriched sand. And this one's going well. It's still making hardened stone. So basically, my furnace, my alloy smelter is a problem because I have one alloy smelter to make clear glass and to make stone. I should probably have split those two beforehand. Doesn't really matter because I'm not fully done with what I'm doing anyway. The other thing I wanted to tell you guys is that I discovered that in my other playthrough recently is that you can add some memory. So these 3 are all 64. Starting from here, it's not 64. I just want to fly. Come on. Why can't I? Okay, this is annoying. Perfect, I'm flying. So the first 3, but I can do this. I can shift and right click this and it adds on to the structure and gives you more space. So these 4K or 1K that you made in the beginning, they're not wasted. You can always add on to them later when you get some more. I want to set some void ore miner right here. So I'm going to just quickly count the position and I'm going to put some corner block. So I'm going to want, if I'm looking at this, what if I start one right here? So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, which is the center, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Whoa, let me recount that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Perfect. Because the center in this pack, it's an 11 by 11 craft. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. And let's do it on this one also. I'm doing just the corners in the center. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Perfect. So that's a perfect fit. I don't even need for the other one. I'm just going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Perfect. So it just comes up to here. So now I know exactly my position. What I'm going to do is I'm going to break this and that. I'm just going to keep the center one that I need. I'm going to break that one also. And I'm going to start from here. I'm going to grab my trusty drill and we're going to go down a couple of levels. So where's my drill? Right in here, I hope. Let's restart this. Yeah. Drill and that, and let's break it down. So we're going to do 5 by 5. So the center is right here. And we're going to go down 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I'm going to go back up. Ugh. Oh, come on. Finally, I can fly. I'm going to break the next set of 5. So 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And now going that way, I just need to break the 11 that way. Oh, so that's not working. Let's just go through. And I'm going to do just a 1 level down afterward. And I need to go like 7 long, I think. Yeah, perfect. Now let's go this way. 2, 3, 4, 5. I need to even do 6, I think. Oops, I went too high. Darn it. Now let's go down back this way. Just making the space for the void ore miner. I'm not going to install all of the void ore miner. I just wanted to show you this and do the setup while we're waiting for the crafting to finish. And this is still not the right level. How much more down do I... 2 more. Okay, so 1, 2. 1 and 2. Oh wow, I can do it even here. 1 and 2. So going down, it works really well. It's really more when you're trying to go vertical that you have to kind of offset it, which is really weird to me, but maybe it's how it's coded. To me, it should always be centered on the block that you're doing, regardless of it being vertical or horizontal. Again, like I said, I'm a programmer, and these are the kind of thing that I pay attention to, even though they're not super crucial. Like, it's not making the drill any less good. So let's continue this like so. And I'm just going to need to break this wall, which I'm going to do in this direction so that I can break faster and not having to worry about piercing the back wall. And I only have this little strip to do, and this I should really have done on see, I broke down too much. I say I want to do this, and again, I want to be careful with this, and then I go ahead and I make the same mistake. Oh, and did you see, guys? The sand totally disappeared. So it didn't work with my cobblestone, or I don't know what I was doing wrong with my cobblestone, but the sand worked on the first try. I double clicked it and it went all in the system. And all of my crafting, oh, not all of my crafting. What's left? Only just the main part. The most important part of all, because that's the part that basically lets you put the machine down. So It's -9 time. This is going to be 12 minutes. Wow. Okay, I was hoping was going to be faster, and I think it's because of these that we need to craft so many of these. It says schedule 462, 459, and we're still crafting 195. You know what? I just want to go and check quickly something. If I go down, which one is it using? It's using the back one there. And yeah, okay. So it's because of how many are in here. And I just need to wait for this. Then there's no other way around it. So what we can do in the meantime is we need to get started on some dimensional transceiver. So dimensional transceiver, we're going to need some octadic capacitor and some ender resonator. So ender resonator. I'm going to try and craft 5. I already have 1, so I'm just going to ask for 4 more. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Start. And then I'm going to need some end crystal. I have none, and these required the zombie, so I'm going to need some soul vial. I have 6. Perfect. Oh, and I did 5 plus 1, so I'm going to look to make 6. And I need some octadic capacitor. I don't need to take them off of me. It's just a question of habit. I'm going to do 5 of these like so. And while this is waiting to craft, let's go grab 6 ender. Wow, 6 endermen. Because I'm going to dump them in the machine and I'm going to start the end crystal. So, oh, 1. I got 1. So I only got 1 in all that craziness. Let's grab the second one. Second one. Third one. Come on, next. Third one. And I wish I'd made the machine that Duncan did, but it takes some times and I don't really need it, and now I'm concentrating on things that completes the quest for me. So that's why I'm not setting it up. And the fact that he made the video first to show that it worked, I was like, okay, what's the point of repeating the same, especially since it's not something that's necessary to the completion of our project. So let's bring that on the other side and let's go downstairs right here, and we're going to put these in the machine so that I can start crafting 6 ender crystal. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And now I'm going to call for the 6 end crystal. So end crystal right here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, start. Perfect. Et voila. Let's show this in the system, that in the system, that in the system. I would throw this in the system, but I don't know if they finish creating, so I'm not going to take a chance. While we're waiting for this, this is fixed by what? The fixing material for that, I think, is wood. That would be crazy, but I think that's what it is. If it's wood, I'm just going to quickly repair it because I need it for the continual of our raiding, looting. So, wood. Just going to grab half a stack of wood. I'm going to put this one in and go like that. No, it's not wood. So it was made out of what? It was made out of stone. Yeah, so, okay, that was easier than I thought. So that one's repaired. And for the other tool, it's not broken, and I have the iron sharpening kit anyway, so I can always end up doing that if I need to. So let's look at the time. It's now -1. Let's look at the crafting. We're still waiting for the 4 resonator, ender resonator. Why are we? Because we need solarium, and the other one's crazy making some of this, the clear glass, so it's still not freeing up the solarium. But this is getting close to conclusion because the moment that these are cooked, these clear glass are all cooked, it's going to craft the rest so fast. As you can see, it's going on pretty quickly right now. I'm going to need 20 laser core and I'm going to need 4 clear lens. And I'm going to need some cyan dye, but that I need to wait to do. I need for the craft to end. But I can make my cyan dye at least. So let's make 4 cyan dye. 1, 2. So that's the 4 that I'm going to need. And I'm going to also need some steel. Dimensional transceiver. If I want to craft dimensional transceiver, see, no, I have no steel left. So electrical steel, and 6 times 4 is 32. So let's just make 64. Next, and start. Perfect. So this should be good also. So now they're using the same machine. Yeah. Like I said, it's good to spread things across. I should have spread them a little bit more. And these are finished. Perfect. So my 4 void ore miner are done. These are getting done immediately. So technically, I think I can grab everything for my craft. So tier 4, I'm going to grab these 4. I'm going to grab these 224. Then I need the base, 224 of these. And then I need my modifier. My speed modifier. I didn't need to craft 44. I needed to craft 40 because I got 40. Oh well, okay. So, and I don't even know if it's going to put them properly. So that's going to be interesting. Is it going to put 1 each? Or is it going to put the first 4 directly in? And sorry for that notification. Again, I forgot to close my notification for Skype. I need my wand. Where's my wand? Right here. Perfect. The assembler, not the wand. So now I'm going to go back down here and I'm just going to set up the 2 because I prepared everything for 2. Not for the other 4, the other 2 because I'm running out of space. I'm going to put this right here under and this right here under. Oh, no, I only need 1. And now let's use the wand on it and build the structure. Oh, it's not going to be able to make the whole structure. I didn't make the laser core. Let's start them right now. So laser core, we need 20 of these because it's 5 each. That should go, it's not going to go super fast because we need some clear glass from that. And we need some lens. So let's craft 4 clear, oh no. Lens, yeah, it's a crafting recipe. So we need 4 of these, 1, 2, 3, 4. So in the meantime, we're going to finish assembling this. Let's right click till it finishes building, but it's not going to say building completed because it's going to be missing the laser core, like the part that's actually doing the drilling, and it used 12 speed modifier. So I'm going to just, like I did with the other, break this one right here and put the accuracy modifier in here. And then I'm going to assemble the next one, and I'm not flying. And I'm not flying. This is getting annoying. And let's go. These take a bit longer to build than I wish they did. I wish they would just like almost instant form. Come on, place the block. Oh, so I don't know if I ever told you this story, but the first time I ever had to work with these, I didn't know about the assembler. Well, I just didn't read well is what I meant. And because I didn't read correctly, I was trying to reproduce the building as I saw it. Oh, I know what I forgot to do. I forgot to dig to ground level, to bedrock level. And it's a good thing that now, because I didn't put the laser core, I can just center on this and quickly do this. Perfect. I think I'm going to go through a mine shaft. Hopefully there won't be any mobs. And I seem to be lucky in that sense. This is so echoey. Let's show that in the system. Oh, let's be careful not to throw things that I need. Perfect. Let's fly out of here. Although now I'm not seeing the laser, so there's no way for me to confirm that this worked properly. Now let's go on the other one and do the same, repeat the same process here. And by the time I come back, I feel that this should be ready. Come on, let's go. And this is helping my sand and sandstone quest. Barely, but still, any little bit that you get helps. Come on. And voila. Perfect. Again, let's throw this in the system. Like so. And let's get up top. And we're just going to put a little bit of light under. Oh, that was lucky. That block could have been in the way. So I'm going to put this right here, and on the other side, same thing. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to dig across like so. Just so I get to the other side. Because I didn't put any torch on the other side. Perfect, that's what I wanted to do. Right here. No. And also I want to be able to see properly if the laser goes down. That's why I'm also doing that. So let's put this right here. And now let's just make a small exit in the center right here. Well, it's not going to be fully centered, but this is the best I can do. And yeah, that's enough to exit. And now let's check. My core, yeah, my 4 cores are done. And my lens should be ready. Lens. Let's put the 4 lens right there and the 4 cyan right there. Cyan's for diamond. Perfect. So now I can actually finish whacking this with the assembler and it should form. And I'm not flying again. Come on. I'm thinking of breaking the pent and removing the double jumping. Oh, this is getting annoying. I wonder if you laugh every time you see me struggle with something so dumb. Let's just hit it from here because obviously I'm not allowed to fly anymore. Multi-block assembly completed, but I'm not happy with one thing. Yeah, it took the 4 accuracy modifier. And like I said, from the Reddit that I've seen, the best thing is only 1 accuracy modifier. Let's go. My mouse wheel scroll is having a lot of issues. I need to replace it, but it's a very expensive mouse and that's the only type that I like. So I'm going to wait until I get my new video card before I replace that, because resolving my lag issue is more important for me than having a little bit of problem with a mouse scroll button. Perfect. So that's only 2. Let's finish assembling this one right here. From this corner right here, we're just gonna whack this like that. Multi-block assembly completed. Perfect. And I'm having the laser, and why isn't this one giving me the laser? Did it not say multi-block assembly completed? Yes, it did. Why isn't it showing me the laser? Okay, so there must be something wrong under. So that block of wood that I thought was not in the way must be in the way in some way. I'm just going to break this, and it's going to take forever because this is not the right weapon to break this, but it doesn't matter. I just want to get it done. Probably would have been faster to find my sword. Come on. Oh, you can do it. And let's break this. And I can see bedrock, so it's not the... yeah, that was it. I thought that this block was beside it, not right in front of it. But now it's working. Perfect. So all that they need is power. That's going to be a different problem in itself. Let's get out of here. And what time is it? It's too late to loot again. So let me just quickly look into doing my dimensional transceiver. Dimensional transceiver. Let's put this in here, this in there. And what I want to do, so in the next episode, we're going to continue the looting of the city. And what I want to do is I want to create some more, 1 or 2 more of these if I can. 1 or 2 more Nether Star Generator Mark III, because I want to be able to pull more power from them. So this one's at 16 million. I'm just going to put this right here, and I'm going to create a new energy that I'm going to call Void or Miner 1. And I'm going to call it 1 because It's the first one that I'm setting for these, but it's really 6, 7, and 8. So I also want the energy cable, like so. Where are they? Perfect, right here. And the thing I wanted to say regarding that is, technically, now that I know that I need more, I need 40,000 per action, like these are not the best energy conduit, but I can double connect them, or what's the other option? I can either double connect them or put one dimensional transceiver each. It's just that it's getting a bit expensive, and until I have my extra nether star generator, there's nothing much I could do. Well, the other option is that the nether star generator seems to generate 99,000 per tick. So I was thinking that one of the ideas is that instead of putting a dimensional transceiver right here, I could put a nether star generator right there. So I don't know if that's a good idea. You guys can let me know in the comment what you think about that. But that was another option that I was looking into potentially doing. So I'm going to set this one to receive. And I'm going to obviously need some chests. And I'm just going to put some cheap chests for now because I haven't finished the setup. But the next episode, I'm going to set the next 2 one, and I'm going to complete the setup. And I'm probably just going to do like a short time lapse because I want to make space. And see, yeah, it's working. I'm getting some diamond ore already. I have 4 on this side. And if I look here, already 7. Like, yeah, these extra 4 should resolve my problem very quickly. And no dicking around this time. I don't need redstone. I don't need anything other than the diamond and the lapis. I'm going to void absolutely everything else and just not waste any time at all on that. So that's what I'm going to be doing. During the time lapse, I'm going to finish creating things for my final setup, and I'm going to rearrange my lapis and diamond setup like it should have been done from the beginning. So guys, I'm going to set it right here like I usually do, and I'm going to go into my time lapse to do some cleanup and setup like I said. So guys, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next episode. Bye now.